Hello and welcome to the online classes of Computer Science with Python. This is Renuka and today we are going to discuss about functions. So objectives of our today's session are definition of function, types of function and various built-in functions and their types. So what basically a function is? A function is a set of statements that take inputs and do some specific computation and produces output. The idea is to put some commonly or repeatedly done tasks together and form a function. Creating a clean and repeatable code is a key part of becoming a good programmer. Functions allow us to create blocks of code that can be easily executed many times without needing to constantly rewrite the entire block of code. So instead of writing the same code again and again for different inputs, we can call the functions. So functions can be categorized into three types: built-in functions, user-defined functions, and then comes modules. Built-in functions are the functions which are predefined and they can be directly used in the programs to make the programs easier and faster. User-defined functions are the functions which are created by user according to their requirements. So as per their requirements, user can create different functions. Then comes modules. Modules are sometimes the program become more lengthy and complex and there is a need to split the larger program into smaller segments, and those smaller segments are known as modules. So in this session we are going to discuss about built-in functions. So as we discussed, they are the predefined functions that are already available in Python and can be used in our programs. No need to import files for them. So many built-in functions are type conversions, input, evaluation, minimum, maximum, absolute, type, length, round and range. So we are going to discuss about each one of them. The type function, it either returns the type of the object or returns a new type. For example, integer, it takes any value and converts it into string. It takes any value and converts it into integer. And then float, it converts integers and it takes integer and convert it into floating point, and string converts any value to string type. Then comes input. As we have discussed in earlier sessions, input is used to read and return a line of string. Evaluation function takes a string as an argument which is passed as an expression. So we'll discuss each of these functions with the help of Python prompt. We'll move to Python prompt and there we will discuss about each of these functions. So first was type. So type integer. Here we are going to write int, and in bracket we are going to write 34 as a string, and it will give us integer value of string 34, that is 34. Then float, in brackets as an argument mention 3 and it will return 3.0, means floating point of 3. Then str, string, any value, any integer value, and it will be converted to string. Then evaluation, for example x is equal to 7, then evaluate, in the brackets mention the expression x plus 5 or anything like this, and it will evaluate the expression. X is 7 and x plus 5 it is 12. So string value it will convert to 12 after calculation. So this is how type function operates. Then comes maximum minimum function. It returns the maximum or highest value from the sequence, and minimum returns the lowest value. As the example suggests, max 2, 3, 4, it will return 4. Absolute returns the positive value of any negative value mentioned in the brackets. Type, it returns the type, whatever is the object mentioned as an argument, it will return its type. So we can again see this on Python prompt. Type, if we mention type and in bracket mention empty dictionary, so it will return the type that it is dictionary. Absolute, in the brackets mention minus 45 and it will return plus 45. So that is absolute. Then comes length function, so it will give you the length of an object which is mentioned in the bracket. So here it is 7229, but it is returning 3. It is having 4 elements, 7229, but not counting the repeated elements, so it is counting 2 as 1. So 729, it is returning 3. Round function, it gives us the number rounds of a float number according to the digits mentioned as a second argument. So we can discuss round on Python prompt. So here we are, round. If we mention round as 34.5 and no second argument, it will return 35, because it will remove the decimal part, and after decimal part it is 5 greater than 5, so it is giving carry to the previous digit, so that is 35. Now if we say round 32.89 comma 1, so answer is 32.9, because it is rounding off till one digit and the digit we are removing is greater than 5, so it is giving 1 carry to the previous digit. Then say round 34.3 comma minus 1, so it is giving 30, because 34.3 lies in 30 and 40, and minus 1 returns the nearest tens value to the nearest tens, and 34.3 is near to 30. So this is how round function works. Then comes range. Range, as we have discussed in for loop also, if we start from 1 comma 5 comma 1, we are giving step, so the range will be 1 2 3 and 4. Upper limit is 5 but it is not counted, so 1 less than upper limit, and gap of 1 1. So this is range. So thank you very much, and please do like, share and subscribe the channel, and we'll come soon with the functions.